Hello and welcome to Tasting Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we are going to taste a couple of Angel's Envy products.
Yep.
I was out and running around with it at Rosemary the other day and I said, let's stop at Angel's Envy because I want to get their bottled and bond bourbon. I had tasted it once before when the master distiller and Maggie came by and we sat out on the porch and had sips of the product as he brought samples. This is before they released it. And I liked the bottled and bond. And I found it very interesting because not only was it bottled and bond, it was bottled and bond at cask strength.
Ooh, yeah.
Which means they put their whiskey into the barrel at a low proof of about 100 proof. And managed to keep that 100 proof age and bottled it at that 100 proof.
Yeah, that's got to take some...
It takes some maneuvering.
Some maneuvering, yeah, to keep it at 100 proof, yeah.
And their distiller had told me that he had many anxious moments, you know, watching the proof on these as it aged.
Yeah, yeah.
But, and this is like, I forget what he said, was it 6 to 8 year old whiskey, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Or almost 6. I think that's what he...
Almost 6-year-old?
Almost 6-year-old.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's probably like 5.5, you know, probably spring and then to fall, you know.
Right. And this is their first one that hasn't been finished in anything.
Right.
The first
it is
release.
their first unfinished bourbon, and it's all whiskey that they distilled. And I really rather enjoyed it. Then the second bottle we have here is the triple oak cask.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll talk more about that when we get to it.
Sounds good.
So let's start with the bottled and bond. It is cask strength, 100 proof, and I'm trying to remember if they say on here what the age is. It's part of their distillery series. You can only get this bottle at the distillery, and you can only get it in the 375 size. And it's like 50 some odd dollars at that.
$50 for 375?
Yeah. But it's good whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's more than 4 years old, you know, so... Great color.
Yeah.
Very nice color. Immediately.
Lots of caramel.
Lots of caramel. You get a hint of marshmallow on that.
Yeah, a little bit of marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's a hint of milk chocolate.
It's got a great nose.
Yeah. There's some fruit, probably like dates or cherries. Of course, there's some oak.
Maybe like a cardamom-y style spice for me.
Yeah. And I tell you, the caramel and chocolate just kind of dominates it to me, the nose.
Yeah, that rich.
Yeah. Which is good.
Oh, yeah.
So let's take a sip.
Yeah, you do. You still get that. There is that caramel and chocolate in there. It's a little bit less than on the nose, I would say. And gosh, I don't know. I get a hint of that cardamom, but it might be more cinnamony now, like on the taste.
I got, like I said, the caramel and chocolate was lessened on the taste, and a lot less than I was expecting. But where it really popped out was raspberry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raspberry. Then there's a little bit of a spice, which could be cardamom, but I'm leaning more towards cinnamon or allspice. Then there's oak.
Yeah.
And then the finish is just medium long with a lot of oak,
Tons of oak, yeah.
that spice, and that lingering raspberry to me.
I think you're right. I think that is that I think you nailed on the head there. Raspberry. For me, I was thinking like cardamom, but I think it's that just tartness of the raspberry that I'm getting.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. All right, so on the palate here.
Try it with the cranberry. See what it does. Took the fruit right out of it.
Yeah. Amped up the spice.
Yeah.
What
Amped
kind of
up the
spice?
caramel.
Yeah. What kind of spice is that?
Kind of took chocolate out of it too.
Mm-hmm. Caramel and maybe like almost like a
Allspice to me.
allspice. Yeah.
That kind of a cinnamon nutmeggy type flavor, but not quite.
Mm-hmm. Just oak on the
Oak.
finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still good. Still good.
But
Rather drink it neat.
I'd
but-
rather drink it neat right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's try it with the pecan.
I feel good about the pecan. I think it's gonna be a winner. It brought some apple for me. It brought that caramel back. I got like almost like a red delicious apple, and then that allspice, some oak. That's about it.
I would agree with everything except for one thing.
Yeah,
To me, the apple was more of a green apple.
green
A
apple,
little tartar
a little tartar. Mm-hmm.
than a red delicious.
Yeah, but
But
I really liked it with the yeah. With the pecan,
yeah, I mean, it was
really
good. It was very good.
Yeah, very very good.
Let's try it with some dark chocolate. That kind of muted everything to me.
Yeah, it was like a wash, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just a bit of spice,
Yeah.
bit of apple, a little bit of finish, but for the most part, yeah, just kind of.
Yeah, the chocolate dominates the flavor. It just didn't.
Yeah. So I'd go either neat or with pecan with this one. I really liked
Yeah.
it with pecan. I think it's
I
really
like
good.
it both.
Yeah.
But
I agree with that.
I think I'd go with it neat.
Yeah.
So this next one is their triple oak. It's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in a blend of Hungarian, Chinquapin, and French oak barrels. 92 proof, no age statement, and if I remember correctly, it was an interesting product.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you got this on the same day that you got the bottle
Yes, I
bond.
picked it up the same day as I picked up the bottle and bond.
What
Matter of
drew you
fact,
to
I
that?
saw the saw it in there, and I thought, oh, that's also something I need to get because I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
So I
that's what
picked it
made you.
up.
That's what made you decide to get it. It's one that you haven't tried yet.
Yeah, and it was like $70 a bottle.
It's not bad.
Yeah, because I think the whole total bill was like $125 or something like that for the two.
Okay.
Not terribly bad, but it could be a little cheaper. I think it wouldn't hurt my
Take a nickel or
feelings
two
any.
off. Yeah.
But I know what it is. It is what it is. The company's got to make money, and if they don't make money, they go out of business, and I don't want to see that happen.
No, this is a great company.
Yeah. So,
I'm rather enjoying the nose.
You know what struck me is maple syrup.
Maple syrup. That's interesting. Yeah.
Maple syrup, vanilla. Just
I'm getting like.
a hint of fruit, but I'm trying to think, is it peaches? Is it apricots? Is it citrus?
See, I was getting like a cherry note in there. But apricot wouldn't be too far off either. It's got an interesting nose. It's hard to define.
Yeah, it's hard
a lot
to
of the
define.
stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm getting the oak.
Getting
sure.
oak, yeah, lots of oak. But I'm not really. There's a spice in there, but I'm not sure what it is. Is it pepper? Is it baking spices?
I think I'll just shoot for like a baking spice.
Maybe it's ginger
Ooh, that's a good call.
on the nose.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, let's take a sip.
It's better than I initially remember. Because I think it is apricot.
Yeah.
Vanilla for some reason. I'm getting vanilla, apricot. The spice to me is almost like a gingery, or maybe even like a white pepper. And then the finish is full oak,
Yeah, I was gonna say vanilla, bordering on caramel.
Yeah.
A little bit of, or definitely apricot fruit. A little bit of spice. Could be ginger, but I'm also leaning towards maybe red pepper.
Red pepper. I like that, yeah.
And then, of course, there's oak.
Yeah, it's hard to define one. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's good, though.
Let's try it with some cranberry.
Well, that brought out red pepper all the way for me on that one. That brought out a lot of red pepper for me. Kind of muted a lot of the stuff, though.
Yeah, I was like, it washed everything out but the pepper spice.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
And that's mostly on the finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not getting a lot up front at all.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I can't pick out anything.
I mean, it turned it kind of thin and watery.
It did, didn't it? Now, what is the proof on this one?
It was 92.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe.
Well, let's try it with pecan. No, that's a lot better.
Yeah. That's bringing things back for me.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of caramel.
Yeah, caramel's
I'm
number
getting
one.
a lot of that apricot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, actually, cinnamon spice to me.
Yeah.
And oak. And then the finish, I'm getting just a hint of chocolate with the oak and the cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. It just made it very rich. Really good.
Yeah.
Like that might be my favorite. I might say I'd take it pecan over neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Let's try out the chocolate.
Weirdly, that gave me a lot of apple. Lots of spice still. But it almost changed the spice up for me a little bit. I can't put my finger on what that spice is, but just like almost like a hot, maybe I like a hot cinnamon for me. I don't know. Then oak, but it kind of muted it again a little bit for me.
Yeah. I got lots of vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. You saying apple? I'm thinking more of the apricot still.
Still the apricot, yeah.
But the spice to me is definitely a red pepper.
Red pepper.
Maybe ginger tossed in there with it.
Yeah.
And oak. And the finish is still, it's one thing I do like about it with the chocolate. The finish is long lasting. It's still getting finished in my.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, oak, that pepper, and just a little bit of lingering chocolate or something in there.
Yeah. So, very good. I don't know. I would go with the, for me, it would be the bottom bond.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for me.
Mm-hmm.
That could be because I just love bottled and bond whiskeys.
Yeah. And did you say that this one is only available at the
distillery?
Distillery. So you got to come to
Louisville and go to Angel's Envy to get it.
That's right. Yeah. But yeah, both of them are good.
Both of them are good whiskeys.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the triple oak. But to me, I think the bottled and bond takes it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I hope they continue to do bottled and bond.
Yeah, right.
Even if they don't make a cask strength, even if they just end up reducing, their barrel proof down to 100 proof, I'd still be happier with the bottled and bond, I think, instead of finishing it.
Yeah.
If you make good whiskey, why bother to finish it?
Yeah, let the whiskey shine.
Let the whiskey shine.
All right.
So, back to the bottled and bond.
Me as well.
Cheers. And if you like this video, please hit subscribe, which, by the way, we're up over 500 subscribers now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Always remember to drink responsibly.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.